Hi again. In the last tutorial we talked about which way around to hold your phone, and we said you should always hold it up here horizontally, never vertically. So in this particular tutorial we're going to look at a really good way of holding the phone. So I'm going to pause very briefly now and show you a couple of pictures. So wasn't that a great way of holding the phone? Really simple. Everyone's got that in their office, in their home. No excuses at all for having video that's moving around all over the place. In that particular picture we showed the camera, the phone, with its front screen facing towards you. And if you absolutely have to and you can't get away with using the rear camera, then that's for you. But please do try to persevere using the rear camera because the results will be much better. I'm going to show you now, using a phone and doing a screen capture, how to actually video something and how to set things up. So we'll see you in a second. So here we are. I guess everyone's phone starts off in the same way up, and let's have a quick look at that. And that's in the vertical position, but remember, we don't want to work in the vertical position. So the very first way that you can start to video something is using the inbuilt camera app on the phone. This is using an iPhone, but you can do exactly the same thing with an Android phone or a Windows phone. So I'm going to click on the camera app. So here we are in the camera app, and you can see this is using the rear camera as I am focusing on things on my desk. The difference between the rear and the forward camera are going to be things like your ability to set the focus and exposure lock by pressing and holding at a point that you want to put in focus. So if I want to put my cup in focus here, I press and hold, a square appears and it says AE AF lock. Okay, and that is perfectly in focus. That is where it's taking its focus and its exposure point from. So that will stay locked as long as you make your video. Now if we swap to the other camera, to the front camera, all we can do now is click and hold to set the exposure lock. If I go backwards, I'll fall out of focus. If I go forwards, I'll fall out of focus. The exposure will stay the same, but the focus won't. And this is one of the biggest issues with using the front-facing camera and why people's videos look terrible. So please do try to use the rear of the rear camera for your video making. To take a video, we simply press the red button when we're in the video rather than the photo. So there we are, swapped back to photo. Slide over to video, and once it's there we press the red button and we're recording, and it's as simple as that. So there we had it. That was a really simple tutorial on using the front versus the rear camera. Next time we're going to look at some software that you can use that makes life a whole lot easier. So see you next time.